Okay, welcome back to Kevans Code. So today we are going to learn about layouts. Layouts is just a way of aligning elements or the views inside a screen or the UI user, that's the user interface. So in here we have layout. Uh, a layout this here, this is the definition. So a layout defines the visual structure, that's the visual structure for a user interface, that's the user interface where the user of your app interacts. So you can see such as an activity or a widget. So this is an activity, and then there's a widget, and then we have a layout is declared in XML. So XML, what is XML first? So XML, this is the XML. Inside the resource we have the layout, and then in here we have the XML, and also in here we have something like an XML. So down here we have the XML colors.xml, we have strings.xml, and drawables. Also you can design something like an XML. In here you can see this is an XML, so it is visually designed just like HTML codes. So we can go back to um, our notes. So you can see also a layer is declared in XML, including screen elements that will appear in it. So it has the screen elements, that those are just like text view, edit text, or web view. So also in here a code, this a code uh, can be added to the application to modify the state of the screen objects at the runtime, so including those declared in XML. So also we can modify it inside the main activity, that's the main activity Java. In here you can also modify it in here. So there was an error with my code, I interfered with it the other time, but I'll fix it. There's no problem with that, just a simple problem. So we can go back to our notes. So you can see now we have some layout parameters. So each and every view group, that's the linear layout, relative, these are the examples of the layouts. We have the linear layout, relative layout, coordinate layout, tab layout, we have the percentage layout. There are so many, but for today we are going to learn about linear layout. So I'll take a simple course on linear layout for now. The next topic will be relative layout, and then coordinate. Those just important. We have the constraint, which is the most important one. Then we have the percentage and the tab layout. For now we'll be only going through the linear layout. So in here we are saying needs to store information. So each and every view group must store an information in here. Those are the children, so the children's property. So like the text view, edit text, the web view must be stored inside the layout parameters. So in here we have it says the information is stored in objects of wrapper class, that's the view group, and then the linear layout parameters. So each and every view group must store a view or just an element, just like text view or the heading text. Now let's proceed to what we want to learn for today, that's the linear layout. As just started with layout, so now let's go to linear layout. Linear layout states that all parameters that begin uh, with layout specify how the enclosing layout should work. So how the enclosing layout should work. So you can align parameters from top to bottom or from right to left. This is from the start to the end. Yeah, if you have learned coding you'll know start to end. So this is the start to the end. Now when the layout is inflated, source parameters are wrapped. So you see, are wrapped in a proper layout objects. That's later will be used by the layout to be properly positioned a particular view with a view group. Other attributes of the view are directly view related and are preceded by the view itself. So let me show you what the text means. So we go back to our code. Let's go to main activity.java. Let me remove this one now. Let me remove this one. There was a problem this one, so where did it come from? So let me remove so that I can code. So now you could. So let's go to our activity main.xml code down here. So in here we have the constraint layout. So let's change it to linear layout. So let me delete the constraint layout. Constraint layout. Okay, let me change it to linear layout. So linear. Okay, linear layout. So linear. So linear layout. Oh, that is it. That is it. So you can see we could the linear layout. Let me give it a space. So that's good. Error should be gone. Error should be gone. I should not be seeing as a error. Why? So meaning there must be a problem with my closing tag here. Can say there's an error with my closing tag. So let me delete and change it to linear layout. Equal. So now you can see, let me split it so that you can see the design on the other side. So in here we have the enter your name. So these are just an edit text. So these are the parameters inside my linear layout. Each and every layout should have an element inside it, so it should hold some elements inside it. It can also hold an element with other, that's a few groups let me make it simple in that manner. So it can hold other few groups. So we have the text view. This is the text view. Over here we have the text view. You can see the text view over here. So let me give it the orientation so I can orient it vertically or horizontally. So let me go first with let's know what does it mean to align elements horizontally and vertically. So let me go with vertically. So you can see when I underline, just on completion of my typing, you can see the text moved from here down here. Let's see what happened. So you can see the text is, and the text is, the headed text is on the right hand side. It's aligned with the hand. So you can see once I change it vertically, so I can, by typing vertically, you can see it moved down here. Let's see this one now. This says match, which says match parent. Yes, I had explained this one on the previous video, and then match parent also had explained it on the previous video. We have the orientation vertical. You can see now it is aligned downwards. So you can also see horizontally. What does it mean, aligning elements horizontally? So you can see horizontally the handle name remained on the harder side. So let me add something so you can see the difference. Let me add another element inside here, or just a few. So let me keep it edit text also, but this time I will change it to password. So I'll change it to your password, so name, so I can call this one password. So pass. Okay, not good. That's good. But this, but in here it says merge parent, so I'll change it to wrap content so it can allow me to align elements recently on my screen. So wrap content, that's it. So you can see, let's see, let me also change this one to wrap content so you can see the changes. So wrap content, I'd also explain what does it, what the statement wrap content means. So you can see my elements are aligned horizontally, yeah, and I like that. So let's see now vertically, what does it mean to align elements vertically using the relative layout. This is it. So this is vertically, that's vertically. So you can see the elements are aligned vertically from top to bottom. They are aligned vertically. So horizontally means the elements are aligned from start to end. That's it. So down here, let's include another few group inside a linear layout, but also I'll be using the linear layout, the same stuff, so that you can learn for, because in the coming video I'll be bringing you a relative layout and constraint layout at the same time. So you can see now linear layout inside here. You can now give it wrap, no, it should match parent, so it should cover the entire screen. And then now my height should be, no, it should not be match parent. My height should be something like wrap content also, yes. So okay, that's good. Orientation should be now horizontal, so I can have in here, I can have also horizontal, and I this time I'll give it something horizontal. Now in here I'll close the tag. So in here I have the opening tag, but the opening tab has some attribute inside it, and this is a closing tag. Yep, to close the linear layout. So in here let me add some text, so simple text, so text view, because its orientation is horizontal, so my text should be wrap content. The width should cover only wrap content. So now let me write a small text down here. Welcome to our world. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That's it. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. So welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. That's it. So you can see here my text is wrap content. So let's close the tag. Let me add another text. Let me just copy, Control C in Windows, copy, and Control V to paste. That's in Windows still. So let's see this thing. So you can see it's aligning my text horizontally on the screen. Also at the same time I can have it vertical down here, so I can change this one to vertical. Vertical. So you can see my text are aligned vertically inside my nested a nested view group using the layout linear layout. So next time we'll be having our time relative view and constraint layout. Thanks for now. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for time.